This is the world's largest electoral exercise, and it's coming to an end.
You're right, largest and the biggest in the world, despite the fact that is the biggest election year for the world as well. In the last few weeks, we've seen so much volatility in the Indian market because people were talking about perhaps a Modi fatigue or a lack of a Modi wave. But if you take a look at what the exit polls are indicating, Heidi, he is poised for a landslide victory. In fact, those exit polls suggest that his allies, his own BJP party will together garner about 350 of the 543 seats up for grabs. Well, whether that's enough for Modi remains to be seen. The question really is whether he gets the super majority that he is after. We're talking 400 seats. Modi has said time and again he is confident. In fact, he took to X over the weekend to say that he can say with confidence he will get the record number that he is after in terms of voters, in terms of seats in parliament as well. Now, of course, Modi is one of the most popular leaders in the world, the most popular perhaps in the history of India. He's consistently garnered about 75% in terms of popular ratings in the country. But there have been murmurings of perhaps concerns about income inequality in the country, and that's where perhaps he may be losing some votes. The South in particular is one to watch. We're talking about states like Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh. These states have consistently voted for the opposition, and if Modi wants to get his 400 seats in parliament, he will have to sway the voters in these states.
So for market investors, this seems to be a very positive story of continuity, at least when it comes to Indian politics. What do investors want to see in the next Modi administration?
Well, Sherry, this is a country that's growing at 8%. This is the fastest growing major economy in the world. But it wants to get to 9 or 10% growth to lift a lot of the people out of poverty. And Modi has said that during his administration over the last 10 years, they've lifted about 250 million Indians out of poverty. But we have 900 million Indians still below the poverty line. And for that to happen, the country needs to create more jobs. Investors are looking for perhaps controversial reforms to be implemented in the next 5 years. If Modi comes back to power, they want to see reforms when it comes to land, when it comes to labor. These perhaps policies have been the choke point of the country and the country's growth. So that is key as far as the country is concerned.
This is an election being held in a year of AI, right? Is that contributing to concerns about election integrity?
Oh, for sure. I mean, we've heard about concerns about deepfakes in particular. We've had reports about how deepfakes was used to show Modi addressing his supporters, acknowledging each voter by name. Also, we've had reports about how deceased leaders have been revived to sway the voters as well. These are some of the concerns that have been highlighted. And, in a country where most of the population are not quite well versed when it comes to developments in AI, in technology, it's been a huge concern about how, technology has managed to, derail and perhaps impact how this election might turn out.